Hey, what's up guys? Got a 2013 Hyundai Sonata. We're gonna be doing the map sensor. Map sensor's right here. It's only held in by the one bolt. It's a 10 millimeter and it's got this clip. So we're gonna get to it. I'm gonna try to get to it here, and then my engine's hot. So since my engine's hot, we're gonna have to do this a little different than you normally would, but I think it's still the easiest way. First things first, disconnect the negative. Whenever you're working with electrical, disconnect the battery. All right guys, so I know it looks like you can just reach in there and grab it, but trust me, it's a pain in the butt with the hose here and the way that it's in there. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take this off to give us a little play in this. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take this off. Super easy, it's just the 2 bolts, pulls right out. Let me show you. Again, 10 millimeters. All 3 of them are 10 millimeter. Don't need the ratchet anymore. Let's do it by hand now. I'm gonna pull these 2 out. Careful with the washers. Just pull up and towards you. The whole piece comes out. Gives us so much more room. And it took what, a minute? Set these to the side. Make sure you keep everything separate. We're gonna pull this one off here. We're gonna set this one to the side. Like I said, my car's hot. I just SEAFOAMed it and I fouled up my map sensor, so I'm gonna try to clean it with electrical. But there we go. Now we got wiggle room on there. Next thing to get to is the map sensor. So we go back with our ratchet. We got that. Another thing I'm gonna do, see if I can show you guys this on the camera. All right, so you got the electrical right here that we got to pull out. You want to be very careful. You do not want to pull by the wires, which is why I like pulling this apart right here, because it allows you to reach up under here, especially if it's hot. So what we're going to do is right here at the top of this tab, we're just going to get in there and we're going to pull that tab up a little bit. You might have to push on the electrical connector, but just like that, we're going to pull that tab up just a little bit, and that allows us to push down right here and disconnect that from behind that little block that it clicks into. Okay, so now we're going to come down below it, and I'm going to take my little tool here. I'm going to push from the top and pull from the bottom. The reason why we're doing that is because there's a rubber gasket in here and it's super tight. So we're just going to push and pull, not pulling the wires. Okay, you just want to grab the plastic like this, push and pull, it comes out. Now that we got that disconnected, we're going to go to our ratchet. We're going to pull out this 10 millimeter bolt. Like I said, my car's hot, so this is super hot. If you're reaching in here, be careful. Probably should wait until it's cooled down. All right, we're almost to the tip there, so we're going to hold it and pull it. There we go. Now we got the bolt out. Set that to the side. Now, this is the hard part, but this is also why I like pulling this out, because it allows you to reach down here. So we can move our electrical connector, come in here, do a couple twists, come in at the bottom, and then just pull straight out. Boom. That's it. Just like that. Comes right out. Super easy. There it is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it with some electrical cleaner. So we got this. Like I said, I SEAFOAMed my car and I was getting some codes. So do that, we'll let that dry. But there you go. Now you just let it dry. It takes like 5 seconds. This is some good stuff right here. If you guys ever need some electrical cleaner, the sensor cleaner, it's a mass airflow sensor cleaner. It's good stuff. Dries real quick, cleans it up nice. All right, now we just got to put it back together. To put it back in, we're just going to take this bad boy, line it up. As soon as you get into the hole, push, you'll feel it click. That's that gasket seating in. Line up the hole for the bolt. Get your bolt with your extension. And then, like I said, it's just a little 3-inch extension from LEXIVON. I'll put a link in the description for that. And then just a 10mm deep well from Duralast. So you hold it, put it in, you can just go finger tight. What I like to do is I like to go backwards first to make sure that I'm not cross-threading, and then go forwards. So counterclockwise till you feel it click, and then go clockwise. All right, we got it snug by hand. We're gonna put it on the ratchet, and this doesn't have to be super tight. So we're just gonna go in here, give it a little quarter of a turn. It's actually marked on here. Let me see if I can get you guys close up with this real quick. So you can see right there, you see that white line right there? So on that white line, you just line those up, and that's where it's supposed to sit on there. So next part is our electrical connector. Like I said, you don't want to grab it from the wires. So just line it up. Make sure that boot's seated in there nice, even. And then just push up until you feel it click in. It is going to be a little tough because it's got that rubber grommet thing going around it, the little boot. But all right, that's in. Now, next up, we just got to put everything back in. So we're going to start with the hose over here, right there. So we get our bolt for that, which is right here. And then we're just going to make sure that this thing is seated back where it's supposed to be. It is. Take this. Nice and tight. Remember, it's just plastic, so it doesn't have to be super tight. All right, last thing is that air duct. So to put this back in, you're just gonna go in at an angle like how we pulled it out. You'll see it on the thing that you pulled it off of the air box. Push down. That's it. Line up your holes. Get your 2 bolts. Got one here. Finger tighten them. And press them down. Just go good and tight. Same thing on the other one. Good and tight. Beautiful. Now, last thing's the battery. Come over, drop it down. It's a 10mm as well. Get it on there, good and tight. And that's it, guys, we're done. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right, guys, I just wanted to add this to it. After I did my SEAFOAM, what was happening after I did the driving is my RPMs would drop and come back up. Like it wanted to stall out. But, so I got the electrical cleaner, I did clean it. I've been sitting here idle for about 5 minutes now, and it's just chilling right there. It hasn't dropped down. It's not spiking up, it's not moving around. That's what was happening. So I just want to document that for you guys in case you're having the same issue after SEAFOAMing, or maybe your map sensor's just fouled up. It does help. The SEAFOAM does seem to have helped my shakiness of the vehicle. Like my car was shaking a lot. And then the electrical cleaner did clean up the electrical cleaner did clean up the map sensor really well. So like I said, the needle's not even moving. Just chilling right where it's supposed to be. So it's running real smooth. Hope this video helped you guys. Like I said, please like, subscribe, comment if it helped you. It really helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys very much. I'm almost at 300, and I just want to let you guys know I appreciate that. So thank you.